Well, in this third video, I'm going to be looking at doing pressure plates to open the door, like you just saw then. And took it then off, door closed, and I step on it, the door opens. Get rid of them, and the door won't open. So to quickly demonstrate that again, so you can see these are weights needed, and these cubes weigh 25 each. So, for example, just do the one cube, and it won't open. But put that cube back, and it will open. So I'm going to demonstrate on how to set that up in your own level. So, if you've been following my other videos, you want to get your door blueprint from before, from the second video. And then you want to open this up, and here you want to add a new branch, and break that, and then plug that false into there, and you want to promote this to pressure rod, like that, and make that edible. But also go to your event harbor and add a new branch, and just toggle this on to promote that, and just say show text. To compile that and make it instance and make sure it's set to true. So you can hide your preview text to show or not, depending on how you want to open the door. And then the next section, just grab this, so drag a box around it, right click, and then contract to macro. And name this one open, close. And that will allow you to duplicate that easily. So I duplicate that there. And you want to add open count needed. Make that an intro. And make that an instance. But then duplicate that and name this one current. And then they are done. And you just want to do this. Drag them both there, so current at the top, needed there, and then get equaled or greater than. So that means the door will only open when it's greater. Right. Before we carry on this, you want to get your toggling interface up, and you want to make a new function, so create that, and then you want to create this function, so in mine it create trigger, and make a new boolean in it, so and call this something like add. And then you can go back to there and search it up. You need it the same amount be create trigger, and then you need to be set in your current account. So like that. And from here you want to do cursor press, and then you want to get the current account, plug that into there, and then from here you want to do a threat node, and then plug that into branch. So just threat. Most of the time better to just use that search function and trying to find it. And then one for true, and that for false, and one other thing just to stop any strange errors, such as it counting below 0. Just open this up and cramp it like that. So it cramp at 0, and you can either put the needed count here, or in my case I'm going to put a very high number that you shouldn't need. Because really you only need the 0 to cramp. So that the door side done. So next section, you want to create a new blueprint. I'm going to make this an actor and name this one blueprint pressure right. And then open that and add a shape. You can do a cube or cylinder, doesn't matter which. And then just shrink that down so like that. And then you just need to use some sort of cushion. So it can be spare capsule or box. So just make that to the size I want it to be. There you go. And then next bit you want to do is create a bigging overlap and create end overlap. So this is what you'll be needing. Also, I'm going to create a custom event and name this one check weight. So let's make variables first. So you want to name the first one current weight. Make that a float. Then you want another float, and this time it will be needed weight, or weight target will do too. Make this one edible. So that will determine how much weight you need. And then you want to make an actors array, similar to what you did for the switch, and make this a reference. And then compile that, just to save it. So you need to first check your current weight. Yes, we'll do this size first, and then we do the overlap. So you want to check if it's equal or greater than the needed weight. Then branch that. And then do once here, and do once against here. And then you want to be sending a message. So you want to do right toggle. And remember, you should get this message when it doesn't, just untick that box and then you still get it there. And so you just plug the actors into that and add, and then copy and paste this and then get rid of that. And actually you can make this a little bit more simple by doing something. Let's see how this works. And wait, trigger. So you could just do that to make it a little bit neater. So that one will plug into there, that there, and then just plug that into there, and that will create the add. Macros are quite good for making things a little bit more neater, and also it's very good for reusable logic. So that way you'll want to be using them. So this is the final bit what you would need to do. You want to get the component and then get the mass of that component. Actually, just tick that box. Get mass. A bit strange that For now, we're not using this bit because we're going to create it all here and then make a macro to contain it all. So you want to create the mask there. Let me do check. Yeah. Right. So you want to times this by a boolean, and then do a thread and make that a boolean. One will be false, will be -1, and true will be 1. And all that will do is turn it into a negative or a positive number. Then you want to add, and then you just want to get this. Need current weight and set it up there. Plug that in, and then reference your event there, so check weight. So the custom event allows you to just keep it separate and a bit cleaner. And also, I don't want to be calling this event twice. I mean, you don't want it to be doing this bit of the logic twice, I meant. By doing it there, only doing it once. You did this logic over here, it will do it twice for both times. So to convert all this into a macro, and this one called decide weight. I mean, remove weight, that'd be better. And then just copy and paste that into this one. And then all you gotta do now is just open them up and plug your index there. And the advantage of your doing it in macros is if you've made a mistake and you have this repeated many times, you only needed to edit once, opposed to just copying and pasting the same logic multiple times. So I recommend using macros as much as you can for repeating logic, especially complicated logic. So always save your product just in case anything happens. Now I'm going to drag my pressure plates into the level. Get them both and then just set this door. And I'm going to put a weight of 10. And a slight mistake in the door, you don't want your current to be visible. There you go. So we'll make the weight 2. So you need 2 plates. And then you want tick the mass in kilograms so you can choose your weight for your blocks. So actually let's put these on a weight of 50. The blocks weigh 25 each, so you need 2 blocks to trigger. And also, just in case, make sure generate overlap prevents it ticked. If that's not ticked, then won't trigger. Pull this back over. Oh yes, you want to start 1 close. So make this one close. So you want that on add and that one on close. And let's make sure this is all correct now. Oh, this is it. My mistake. For the wrong section, you want to get your current rate and add that to there. Otherwise, you make a mistake and never add. So just add them to that. And then make these weight 50. And the door will open. And then just move these 2. And the door won't open, but I can step on it and it will open. It will give you this error warning actually, but it pointless warning because it's saying that you got to simulate physics to to get the mass, but that's simply not true. As you can see, the character can trigger it, and you're not simulating physics. So that warning doesn't really mean anything. It's a false warning. But that's everything for this video, and I hope this has been helpful.